Shadows dance across cement walls as flickering candlelight illuminates a grim scene. John sits at a cluttered desk, poring over loose pages scattered across its surface. These are John's notes, countless ramblings and scribblings detailing the unexplained mysteries he's chased these past few months. Stories of cults and creatures, prophecies and lost histories. It's a maze of connections with no clear answers, yet. But John's come to realize the answers may lie not on the page, but in action. In confronting the unknown head-on, as he did that fateful night, he fought to survive an encounter with a demon. That close brush with death awakened something fierce within John's soul, a drive to lift the veil shrouding the darker corners of reality. And he'll let nothing stand in his way, not even the monsters that may lurk there. This is the story of John's descent, his journey down the proverbial rabbit hole in search of understanding and purpose. A quest that will lead him to unearth long-held secrets, forge unlikely alliances, and finally come face to face with a sinister conspiracy stretching back generations. Little does John know, the shadows have been watching him too, and they don't plan to give up their grip on this world without a fight. The game has begun. Let the chase for answers and battle against the darkness commence.
It's midnight. John, a tired 30-something writer, sits at his desk working on his latest novel. The glow from his laptop illuminates his unshaven face. He sighs and rubs his eyes, struggling to focus. In the next room, a loud thump startles him. John freezes. He waits, listening intently. Silence. Thinking it was probably just the neighbors above, John shakes his head and returns to his work. But then, footsteps. Heavy, deliberate footsteps, moving slowly across the room next door. John's heart races. No one else should be home. He slowly rises from his desk and grabs the baseball bat leaning in the corner. With sweaty palms, he creeps towards the closed bedroom door. The footsteps have stopped. John stands frozen, his mind racing through possibilities. Maybe someone broke in. Maybe it's just the house settling. Or something worse. With a deep breath, he reaches for the doorknob. John's bedroom. John throws open the door, baseball bat raised. The room is empty. He flips on the light, his eyes darting around. Nothing seems disturbed. A loud crash from the kitchen sends John flying towards the noise, but still gripped tightly. John's kitchen! John bursts into the kitchen, ready to swing. But the room is empty. On the floor, a heavy pot has fallen from the drying rack, contents spilled everywhere. John exhales, lowering the bat. "Hello?" he calls out tentatively. "Is anyone there?" Silence. John leans back against the counter, adrenaline pulsing through his veins. He runs a shaky hand through his hair. What the hell is going on? That's when he spots it. A dark figure crouched low in the shadows by the back door. John freezes as glowing eyes turn to meet his stare. It begins to slowly creep towards him. John watches in horror, paralyzed, as the figure emerges from the darkness. It's not human.
Bony limbs end in twisted talons. Its skull-like face splits open in an unnatural grin, revealing jagged teeth. A demon has found its way into John's apartment, and it's hungry. John stands frozen, barely able to breathe,
as the demon creature approaches. His mind races through possibilities of what to do, but his body refuses to move. The demon tilts its head, studying John with cold, lifeless eyes. Then, with shocking speed, it lunges forward with outstretched claws. Adrenaline kicks in. John acts on instinct, swinging the bat with all his strength. It connects with the demon's arm with a sickening crack, deflecting its attack. The creature screeches in fury and pain. John takes the opportunity to bolt for the front door, but the demon is faster than it appears. It leaps in front of the exit, blocking his escape. John backs away slowly, bat holds defensively. His eyes dart around the room for another way out. The window. If he can smash through, he might have a chance. John lets out a primal yell and charges the demon, batting it aside. He smashes the bat through the glass with 2 swings. Shards rain down as John hauls himself over the sill. He loses his grip on the bat, tumbling to the ground below with a painful thud. Groaning, he looks up to see the creature gazing down at him, claw marks oozing black blood where the bat struck. It lets out an eerie hiss that chills John to his core. This isn't over. Struggling to his feet, John flees into the night, the demon's rageful screams echoing behind him. But will he be able to escape its twisted hunger? John sprints blindly down the street, panicked and disoriented. His body is flooded with adrenaline, pain, and fear. He risks a glance back, but sees no sign of the creature following. Slowing to a halt, John leans against a nearby tree, gasping for breath. His hands tremble violently as the reality of what just happened sinks in. A demon, a real, actual demon, invaded his home and tried to kill him. Saying the encounter in his mind, John can't believe he managed to fight it off. For a moment, he had been paralyzed by terror, resigning himself to the creature's attack. But somewhere deep inside, a primal survival instinct took over. John flexes his aching hands, noticing smears of dark blood on his palms and shirt. Not his own blood. The wounds he inflicted on the demon. A bewildered smile tugs at the corners of his mouth. "I did it," he mutters in disbelief. "I'm alive." A rush of adrenaline surges through him again, this time with an undercurrent of power rather than fear. He stood up to a monster from a world beyond imagining and lived to talk about it. John takes a steadying breath, heart still pounding. The nightmare is over, at least for now. But something has changed inside him. Faced with his own mortality, he feels alive in a way he never has before, and he has the scars to prove it.